next act, he goes by one name. You're gonna love him. Please give it up for Steve!
I know you took one look at me and thought, I'd like to hear this guy's views on race and gender. I save those thoughts for when people are most receptive to them, so when I'm alone in my car. I spend a lot of time alone in my car. Construction is terrible these days in Toronto. I see those orange and black cones thrown up, and then you drive past, and they cut off lanes, and years go by, and you're going past, and you look in, and you don't see really anything going on. Why is this lane gone? And then they just take them away one day, and you're like, well, the lane's back, the traffic's better, but what the fuck was that? And I realized what they're doing, they're trying to make us think the traffic is better. Take away something and they give it back. It's kind of like when your partner takes away sex for a little while, right? And then you get this half-assed hand job, and you're like, oh my god, what is that, you could read the Kama Sutra? Hand up and down, that was crazy. I do also hate traffic lights. I hate them especially because I have a car that sort of shuts off and saves fuel. So I get this little thing telling me how much fuel I save. It also tells me how much time I spend at traffic lights, which is very, very concerning. Since my last oil change, since I hit that button, 12 hours, right? 12 hours is a lot of time. I mean, you think of all the things you could do. You could probably fly to Europe and back. You could definitely watch the Lord of the Rings extended version, right? 12 hours. And instead of like enjoying a second breakfast at home, I'm staring into the red eye of Sauron waiting to turn left, hoping I hit that one true ring of fucking roundabout. Traffic's not all that bad though. You get to like see personalized license plate bumper stickers, which is entertaining. The other day, I saw this one, and it was in big Gothic letters across the back windshield of this guy's car, and it said, "Numb to the coke." And I was like, oh my god, this guy's crazy. First of all, he does so much cocaine, he's become numb to it, right? And I'm sure he continues to do it because you gotta maintain supply chains, right? But he's so fucking ballsy that he puts it on the back windshield, right? Friends, family, cops are going to see this. So, traffic's getting a little worse, so I'm catching up to this guy in his like souped up Nissan Sentra. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to see this really cool guy. What does he look like? And then I get closer and I realize it didn't say numb to the coke. It said numb to the core. I'm like, we're all fucking numb to the core. That doesn't make sense. So right. Like, we're all in Toronto traffic. We're fucking all numb here. If you weren't numb, that'd be worth putting on your fucking windshield. And I think about young kids like that and how hard it is because they have to thrill seek, right? To get that lust for life sort of feeling. And so they're jumping out of airplanes or doing death-defying things, climbing a cliff, just to get that sort of cusp of life feeling, to feel like you're really alive. And then I think about my dad and how easy his generation has it. Because I know from my dad's perspective, if he just stands atop a stairwell, he gets that same feeling. I do worry about my parents. They're falling and they break easily these days. And then it got me thinking about, like, I had kids and we were paranoid about those kids, right? Falling. And so you baby-proof everything. We had a coffee table with sharp edges, so we put on these foam things around the coffee table, right? And then my parents, who are falling all the time and fragile as fuck, like, kids that age, you throw them against the coffee table, they can't be injured. But my parents, so fragile. But the difference is, like the other day I was shopping for Christmas, so I went to the furniture store, and I asked the guy, do you have any coffee tables with really sharp edges? I was just thinking too, there's one exception, like old people are afraid of falling. There is one crazy exception. I tried curling a couple years ago, and it's like all old people, right? And I don't know, like if you guys know about curling, but basically there's big heavy rocks you gotta throw them down the ice. And so they make the ice like so slippery, like it's the slipperiest ice you've ever been on, right? And then unlike other ice sports like hockey, where you get like a helmet and pads, in curling your equipment is one, a broom, right? So it's to make the ice more slippery. And the other thing you get is two shoes. Now, one has a little bit of grip, which seems reasonable because it's slippery ice and no one will fall. But the other shoe is a fucking slippery shoe. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Midsommar. It's about a Scandinavian cult. They're old people. They sort of, at the end, they shove them off the cliff. I feel like curling is the Canadian version of that movie. Call it like Midwinter. Anyway, I'm not much of a conspiracy nut, but I do kind of get the perspective that maybe Alexa is listening to me when I'm not saying the command word, right? So I decided to test out this theory. And now one way to do that is I'll like say things that make it seem like I'm trying to conspire to kidnap and ransom Jeff Bezos, right? So I do this for a while, and then I'm vindicated because 2 days later, who shows up at my door? Amazon. I also noticed that I got offended by personalized ads and Instagram lately too. There was one, and it was like an ad that really touched me and made me feel like, wow, that's deeply personal. It's a little embarrassing, so I won't really say what the ad was for. Right? But I'm like, what the fuck, why are you displaying this to me, Instagram? But they got this why am I seeing this ad button? So I clicked on it, and I read, and it suggested the reason I was seeing it was because I had looked at some advertisements for backpacks, right? So now, every time I'm out in public, and I see a middle-aged man with a backpack, I think, yeah, he must have erectile dysfunction.